Welcome to Auntie K's Tarot, your favorite radical queer indigenous auntie, bringing you tarot every day. Hello everyone and welcome to Auntie K's Tarot. I thought today I would share my Book of Shadows, my Grimoire, whatever you want to call it, that I've been compiling over the years. What I've been doing is going through my notebooks and compiling things into singular places, political thoughts in one space, poems in one space, spell work and herbal information in one place. And because they're all in a variety of journals that are simply labeled by when I wrote in them, and they have a variety of topics. So as I couldn't organize and then create this, it would just take years upon years. So I put things in at a time. I'm going to work on this. I'm going to find things about this, or, oh, I came across this, so I'm going to share it. So knowing that like order is not something I'm always going to have, one thing I've did is I've put my index at the back, and I've left several pages so that I can keep going and add more. And I got spiral bound because I can have it rebound and more pages can be added later. I'm not worried about what the cover looks like because I'd like to make a leather cover for it at some point, or a velvet cover. I'm going to make a cover for it at some point, so that it can be expanded. And I thought I'd share some of my things, because this is actually not my first attempt to put everything together like this. I didn't like my first attempt at all, and I've pulled out some ideas. I didn't like my first attempt at all. So in my second attempt, I make titles, I make an image, I highlight consistently in yellow, a pale yellow, any words that are spoken. I break things up and I make them look attractive. Sometimes I might talk about a specific herb, things about it, and some spell work to use with it. And other times it will be a singular spell. And the first time I just wrote everything very neatly and very organized, and I still couldn't find things within it very well, right? I was completely reliant on the index. But getting a little fancy and artsy, I recognize each page when I turn to it. It's recognizable. I know what it's talking about right away. I know what to look at really quickly. And it makes it more usable. And I think, because my plan is to pass it on to my children, that it will make it more usable generationally as well. A section I've been using lately is I did some correspondence pages. And then it also, in the correspondence pages, it gives all the different things to put spells together as well. And it also lists spells that I already have on them and where they are in the book, separate from the index, but because it goes directly there. But most noticeably, I've been using my day correspondences and my moon correspondences a lot together. And this also tells me pages where I'm going to find spells that I would do in these different moon phases, and I can match that up to days. Sometimes I'm just using the day of the week to remember what energies to give thanks to that help me out on a regular basis. And I'm really happy that I thought to put in day correspondences. I was like, I usually, note on a page like this day or this moon or whatever is its ideal correspondence in the instructions, but doing it this way made me think about the days more, and actually pushes me to think about what spell work should I think about today, and it's pushing me to do more work on a more regular basis. So my 3 suggestions to you are: make day and moon correspondences, something that gets you in the mood, or day and month, whatever. Make your index at the back so you don't have to be like, oh, I'm working on this section right now. If you're working on a section, keep it to something that's a few pages at a time, not like something that's going to be your next 3 months of writing. Make it something you can work on within a couple days, like 1 or 2 sit downs, and then get it in there. If you're really worried about ruining things, so I do everything in pencil first. I go over it in pen, and then I color. And as you can see, some of it's in watercolor, some of it's in pencil crayon. Then I color, that's the last thing I do. And then it's complete. So that allows me to have space for mistakes. I got a book that's for watercolor because it has nice, thick, hefty pages. And like I said, I got spiral bound, so it can be rebound, and more pages can also be added. And those are my suggestions to make the most use of your own book of spells, and also to, jump in there and get going. These are my suggestions. I've had 2 tries at making one, and this one is successful in that I use it all the time. See you later, folks.